Intimi free ma kume mi shenia waya esesemi tawasiota wosanu juma
Atrema kasadodo emfashema erade kaso na manyema
Ghana for wa brotreha ya say denne enya emranimfo a won akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasa mu ye kasa a lawyer for entimi nuanom momyemfa yi immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Wisemart Solicitors emranimu akuku drofo so what's na hache ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro so a eyom kokokra eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384, mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahinifuchiniye ebidi de biye.
Oh, we bless you, Jesus. We worship you, Lord. We give you all the glory. We serve the God that is seated above the winged creatures. He is mighty in battle. Our Lord and our King and our Savior, Jesus. He is worthy of our praises, worthy of our praise tonight.
Atrema kasadodo emfashema erade kaso na manyema
Ghana for wa brotreha ya say denne enya emranimfo a won akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasa mu ye kasa a lawyer for entimi nuanom momyemfa yi immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Wisemart Solicitors emranimu akuku drofo so what's na hache ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro so a eyom kokokra eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384, mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67 76 149 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahini fuchiniye ebidi de biye.
Good evening. Welcome to the program. This is Legal Matters. DJ KB, Top Online Radio UK. I believe you are well. Yes, that's all. New Year, still Happy New Year. And then so Twaso 2024. Emransem Kratasem. Wisemart Solicitors Adaroma. I want the update. Ebe bring legal update. Now I share your name so this year 2024. Emran semu nkrata semu no dear na airco dear na airba. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can also listen to us on our mobile app as well as on our website toponlinestation.com. Ebien so betimi atie ewo modernghana.com, ghanaweb.com, my tuner radio app, as well as on our website toponlinestation.com. Nyame adaroma Wisemart for oyentem lawyer Francis Bosompim Wisemart yedini mudu pa enso ni se enkrata asem de wadomu suko ankasa. And we are blessed to have him around to brief us on enkrata asem near airco near airba. Ehia pa ntebusuam sro oba sene de bia no wa share the link no amayen na afoforo so etimi abeti bi because nkrata asem de ebusua onim se efa obia as long as you are quantum na senior quantum sene tibia no ye bibi ana yankasa akwantu betimi afa ye ho nkrata asem betimi afa ye ho. Inti Mr. Share na obiso NTP. This is near Top Online Radio UK. Yes, we are this from Ghana. Ghana mine in a walk quantum near quantum inti Shannon so. Yo, Obusia na yen sebre timi follow ya Francis Mrana yen share in Komonase. Welcome to Legal Matters. Lawyer Francis. Happy New Year, bim na Wisemart. What you saying?
Thank you, DJ KB. In Chakres here, Komal, we're here for our Top Online platform. Via in Chia Emoham, if we Wisemart Solicitors, and Wisemart, so assure ye, Nyamiada Roma, Bibia Danekwanso. You also, maybe I want to hot to say New Year.
Nyamiadum, Yahoye. About dear a chain, I feel for your room. Yet and plum into the asida and a mano. Show lawyer, with the young chassis, senior debia, no. You better say update be aba legal world honor a jamona moshe petita crema mutimuniaco. Update be about say one Ghana for HR Pacho Equadao. That's.
Yo, Medasi DJ KB. Misachia and Tiafonia for almost sharing our Top Online. Say Tembiano, then a DJ KB kind, the other sumo. Near chair the airco, need the airba. Yo, the Edicano made the update, yeah, share Nimo, if we be a jabo, and ya abba belande. Coming 16th, that means next week. Immigration health surcharge, a cost by 66%. Because on 13th of October 2023, UK are buying and now so. So, we increase immigration health surcharge. na yebisa say adan I was saying public sector what UK hanom no omo hia say anase omo call demonstration omo strike say omo pay increment in pay. I think doctors, junior doctors no omo call wi anase omo guso. I think day on the 9th, which is NRA.
Me show my interview be or Sky News now.
Yeah.
They feel embittered to and no, we don't venture. Say no music sano. So one you may even you may sympathize with them to some extent because they were making an argument. Said junior doctors were getting something like was it less than £20 or something an hour. Meanwhile, when you take a painter, a builder, building work, their rate is about over £50 an hour. So what are you saying to them? Say they are less important than these people who fix buildings are more important, they are more valuable than them doctors who fix human beings. And in fact, it was an interesting interview, but we leave it in the hands of the politicians. Yeah, into Omako, into say near Abakusi. Your lawyer, I to us.
Yo, into Uhema, almost say increment, immigration health surcharge, all because public sector need demand was sure. Nanka first, UK government ever target taxpayers to pay for the public sector. But that you know, when you answer or see no taxpayers, sabi and it was here the chemo. And yet Biana, I was say is squeezing more now here they support public sector. So on that note, or target is and if that's the case, or call immigrants for no more person or mobile bridge and then I say for no honor or the bar question or increase immigration health surcharge to 66%. Now we show more 66% now the wumpa doors but I'm sure how it goes. People are going to fight for it, or people are going to debate, or people are going to raise the issue. It's too much. All because who will live now, we live in the end settled that no matter how you have to pay. Unless exception be over a friend or fee waiver, issue. And yes, part there, you have to prepare to pay for immigration health surcharge. OSHA, how the increment is going to be a OSHA currently, OES power service, family root based now or making such an application. Immigration health surcharge in a year 624 as of today. I'm in Kasano from 16th of January 2024, about 1,035.
Wow.
That tells you the huge amount of increment which is 66%. And our Ushema mobility scheme and other applications, and answer children under the age of 18, from 470 a year to 776 a year, which is the same 66%. So IHS now take effect on the 16th of January 2024, which is going to have an impact on we live in a limited how are you going to survive and make that sort of payment. But in every situation, there is always a way out. There is exception in home office. It's up to you to find out from a lawyer who knows what he's talking about. send a that information, no. Yo, another update, may they show the Naka DJ KB Woka, no, say strike doctors, no, because the longest strike in NHS history leads to more than 113,000 cancellations, appointment. That tells you, say, patients are bearing the brunt of industrial action, health experts have said, as it emerged more than 113,000 operations, appointments, and procedures were postponed due to the largest walkout in the history of the NHS. Junior doctors in England staged a 6-day walkout from January 3rd to January 9th. So, impact happen with NHS, no, and come was say a year unprecedented. It been see that NHS are now this massive problem, all because operations, appointments, and procedures were postponed due to the longest walkout in the history of the NHS.
Okay.
It's one person which say I have an impact on NHS based on the junior doctors working out of their duties, all because of increment in pay. And now we'll cancel argument by and they said, looking at how much they pay them compared to other
workmen,
sectors of the
builders.
Yes, handymans and that kind of thing. They realize no, they are being underpaid. Yeah, I'm sure how the government is going to react towards that. It's just by the way. Another update, maybe say share this time, no, almost say tourism tax in Europe. What travelers need to know in 2024. Now this year, also call Europe. Now, Okojiweni, Oko as a tourist, or tourism tax, no, Babe Kosro. We always ask why European countries are raising tourist fees. European countries typically include tourist taxes in the cost of hotel stays. The additional charge may vary depending on the length of stay, destination, popularity, season, and hotel star rating. According to the group, a report says an increased number of countries, particularly in the United States and Europe, are introducing tourism taxes. More destinations initially. In the ancient Europe, normally UK for alcohol. Let's pick Amsterdam. Amsterdam, which already has the highest tourist tax in Europe, plans to raise rate again in 2024. The city will increase the hotel room tax from 7% to 12.5%. And the cruise ship passenger tariff will rise from €8 to €11 per person per day. The Ushema, they always targeted and they make sure that baby as he kept free now, they have to do something to keep raising and raising and raising. And yeah, Amsterdam, Portugal, Barcelona, and Valencia, Spain, all this. We had even Barcelona, Valencia, Spain are currently €2.75 per night. It will rise to €3.25.
Wow.
In Valencia, the tourist tax currently range from 50 cents to €2 per night. That tells you, Omar realizes they need to get money from the tourism sector, whereby it will just, at the end of the day, the end users are going to bear the food for all these things. Yeah. Yo, another update I'm going to say is Shannon Show, and this case we are up back. As a care home operator loses ability to sponsor overseas workers after compliance failure.
Yeah, I'm Pacho. You repeat your kakramai.
Yo, I think sir, in the echo since last month, updates are yediaba echo she buy in terms of skilled workers, care homes, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
KCBR Dropo and JPR, a Prestwick Care Home, Care Limited, and others versus the Secretary of State for the Home Department 2023. Citation here EWHC 3193 admin. As a care home operator loses ability to sponsor overseas workers after compliance failure.
Wow.
This case has upheld the Home Office's decision to revoke the sponsor license of a large care home operator in the Northeast. The judgment is a harsh reminder that, despite the downturn in Home Office compliance visits since the pandemic, sponsor license compliance is still taken seriously, and non-compliance can lead to significant consequences for employers. We look at what went wrong for the care home operator and what lessons can be learned for other sponsor license holders. See, that tells you, sir, almost the same run I will say with this one now in this one. It immediate license if you same as care home operator. To me, running care home no case way asset a precedent, an example that we have to be very, very careful in dealing with when it comes to compliance about any sector you find yourself in, be it care home or others. The way is serving as a lesson. We can go through the background, but it seems that it will take some time. Yo, DJ KB, now me first update with things it can help a tier for no.
Yo, may I say, lawyer, I for this update, and I think say here, partner. Hey, and I say, care home free. Sela sudie da almost so. Sir, your license look for funny panaba. That is not the end of the matter.
Okay. Yeah.
So, annual inspection.
Yes.
Compliance inspection. This is compliance inspection. Not failure.
Yeah.
They can revoke your license.
Yes.
Wow. Lawyer Mpacha Hono. Say ekobasa. Say and it will not affect nipa omu enyade omaba krum ha no. Ana
that would be at the mercy of Home Office whether they have to decide or close the care home down. On every case be our assessment.
okay.
And more mobile for no. At that time, na care home no or the compliance so. But I'm saying how could Fabia but one follow instructions into on that note no. I'm more revoking the license. It doesn't mean so more move that I know affect your money. But on to me and Kofabi if you overseas and maybe. And now more revoke here, that's not the end. They give you some time to refix it back.
Okay.
Yeah. They give you some time.
Okay.
To say, hey, you see how no one in here.
All right. All right.
It doesn't mean that's the end. Because they look at it, what about those who are already in?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're going to shut the company in such a way unemployment will just start flowing to the system, the economy. How are they going to survive? No, I'm on drinks.
You.
The Becca say, what failing for this one doesn't mean that's the end. Corner fix it.
Yeah.
That's our bra.
Okay.
Why?
Yo, me da as a lawyer. A tip for a topic in the employment law for the year 2024. Anticipating changes. Employment law no changes be a bit miaba and a potential as a beba. And
yeah,
sure anymore. Okay, yo, lawyer, wait there. Watch them ye. 2024 employment law changes via sure anymore. Sebeba. Nti ɛno na ɛnɛ lawyer abɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu de sɛ ɔwɔ question bi a ɛfa ho a wobɛtumi afrɛ abra nkɔmmɔ no kɔ so na wobɛtumi afrɛ the number at the top of your screen 0208 133 5876. That is 0208 133 5876. If you so a question bikra emfa and that topic no, but it is a legal question. Still, ubeti my friend obisa. We have free legal consultation. Fred na lawyer waha obeyi anormal. And I say ubeti me say be I share on Facebook or phone so you can type your question in the Facebook comment section ho. Muhammad kan ba nyina mama kwa ba mba no wa share my yo nti ene ye share employment law for 2024 anticipating changes. Lawyer, what changes are we anticipating for your room, lawyer?
Yo, me da say BJKB. We share my 2024 now. We the lawyers, share how busy the year is going to be in terms of the employment now. And the human resources professionals with various new laws expect to say become into effect. Many will say we take shape dada. But ni say I was say the echo. This time no deviate kakra from the normal immigration about employment because it do be a hu here pa kroma sitting on employment, immigration, and family they caught together. Because at times when your cases be a me actually employment free, me actually immigration free. Now as I go even family cry free more. So when you can say intertwined, they are intertwined together. Anyway, it's usually my first the start in the transfer of undertakings, protection of employment. You know, I become to pay. I think say this our word the nether.
Yeah, so 2p or 2p or whatever.
Yeah, 2p. Yeah, the full meaning transfer of undertakings, protection of employment. It was from 1st of January 2024, about which is about 9 days ago. It is no longer a requirement. But you're only mommy why? What you mean? Yo, from 1st of January 2024 now, I say it is no longer a requirement for employers to consult with affected employees via representatives on a 2-pay transfer if their business employs fewer than 50 employees, or for the transfer on or after 1st of July 2024, where a 2-pay transfer involves fewer than 10 employees, regardless of the size of the employer. Yo, first now, before 1st of January 2024 now say company be taking over from other company a friend 2-pay. To pay the employers former company number of services of Maya was they can transfer to the new company. Based on that, that new company has to look at the number of employees or more. But from 1st of January, almost say they don't need to. It's no longer a requirement. Say number of employees near 50 and now say from 1st of July 2024. So we 10 you don't need to say overbought or more representative to say trade union congress. I'm not original my employers or more publics and civil servant sectors So in case or have difficulties with employer not backing or the trade union no a fight a mano. But nanka a certain number of employees been on before it says a 2 penny go through. But from 1st of January, they say no, even if we are less than 50, and also from July 2024, we are less than 10, and we hear say Oko trade union for no honomo, Kobo Oma Amane, say made to pay from a way to that. No, a fair a win-win for employers or more employ a man for no. Share how in practicality no. AC call. I think it's about 9 days ago.
Yeah,
Share 10th. Yeah. Okay. Yo, another one me per say yes, share under the employment law no. Yeah, share the mono. Holidays and working time. I say legislation clarifying the meaning of normal remuneration to include regular payments such as commission and bonuses takes effect from 1st of January 2024 and simplified record keeping requirements apply from the same date, meaning employers must keep adequate records, but they do not need to keep records of a daily working hours. To Shema and also holidays any working time no. Yeah, calculations in BOHA, they don't get it right. Until from 1st of January 2024, no kono. Imran say was say now because of the hours per se, but shifter obey for now. In order for them to be able to calculate UBVFN normal remuneration, which includes payments such as commission and bonuses. Because if you have maybe or say now shift you crown on time they can say. It told be our booking holidays in for. If you more sacrificing more than you think. So on that basis, more bonuses. Won't come na akwaya asem o se twema metwe na ye nya na ye adwuma adenti na ma bi bonus na wagya me na akoda court na court o se court hwehwe mu employment tribunal hwehwe mu a o se make sure say how many shifts na we here days be na wo holidays say na sitie utu time be na call off near the 90 answer na the court will figure for you to get it no now we check his records until court na bobo bokoko ama law enforcement they say share it was a employee record of when and yes that assemble a better day me amoma solve problem no yo alongside no you share equality national insurance contribution and a right to work fines. Yo, equality under the Equality Act 2010 no amendments of my year regulation 2023 no. It will take effect on 1st of January 2024 and also are taking effect that. And no one said they reproducing into domestic law established equality principles derived from the EU. Inti nitiawa ni se omo ye nsakraye ase ne be ya equality law ne be conform with EU for a law ni bi pepepepepe no bi America say ada na EU for emrasi say na UK emrasi say there be yo so no ye national insurance contribution class 1 employee will be cut from £12 to 10% on 6th of January 2024.
Wow.
First, now employers' contribution towards NI no was
Yeah.
It been say 12%. But Nyamiadum 6th of January eswate about 10%.
Wow.
Inti more employers are more employer who are more and I need to the HMRC no. You can take note of this. Yeah. In taking note of this, they say, Naka utu ya 12% or more a salary now. They say about 10% rather than 12% Nanka before 6th of January now. Yo, another one me per se is sharing so mostly Samra way mostly a come a year, sir, we employer over down also. Send a bear semba yen kofa Samra way and family because you need to update bar neighbor. Thank God they have specific days attached to it. We employer you can quickly refer to that. No, and I may be a need so actually. Your right to work and fines. So, Rebecca, immigration. Once I become say immigration, employment, and family.
Yeah.
And then a cabo mu right to work fines, a comma immigration, and at the same time, employer who employ illegal worker.
Wow.
Almost say from 22nd of January 2024, the fine for employing someone who does not have the right to work in the UK increases from £15,000 to £45,000 per illegal worker.
Oh.
Afena
Dear uncle.
That tells me that UK are buying all tries of cutting down net migration. And family were targeting employers or more employ illegal workers because say a chill, say we need to our fan a jumama. First now nanka 15,000 to say a 45,000, 30,000 increment. That tells you say who employ Obia do a due diligence check on that person. A share code ni nasifonya you need to make sure say why checks and sana wa employ because immigration enforcement etc no move a car or from 15,000 to 45,000 or say per illegal worker into your nipa be 10 multiply by that.
And then say it's a motor company
I know dear. Who employer now is all buying a fast Yo, answer not making about immigration and that kind of thing. When it comes to immigration issues, visitors in as if for permit or remote working in as if for and cherry, I think say the back could be too ja. So, corporate company now be a fancy or Ghana, one by holidays for her. You can work remotely, but and a big but is based on say over holidays and our employers need your services. But after your holidays, you can't tell me say you're still working. It's only a bit of changes home office at the ABBA.
Okay.
It's taking effect from 31st of January 2024. Share the national living wage and national minimum wage. National minimum wage and national living wage. And also, idea back UK and now we are was a foul on the basis whether a year and I say year that would determine. I say the usual national increase in national living wage, and national minimum wage, will take effect on 1st of April 2024.
Wow.
1st of April 2024 this year. Also seeing a change in the age bracket for eligibility for the national living wage. The new rates are £11.44 per hour for individuals over the age of 21.
Hey, lawyer, Pacho, living wage and minimum wage. What is the difference?
Good. The living wage, you know.
Because I know minimum wage is about £10.43. And I say,
you know,
the minimum wage, national minimum wage is £10.43. And now you're talking of living wage. So,
what it is living wage, because of the hardship of the economy, home office feel say, and I say, I buy the feel say,
okay.
So sika way, ube to me a week, a month or so. That's the living one. With living allowances, I would bet now.
Okay.
And a minimum wage, based on say, age bracket, that would determine say, what 16 to 17, who here sika biasa. No, that's
okay, yeah. That's the more assumption, the basis of moderation. Okay.
Indeed, they calculate in such a way, sir. Who obi 21 and above, the responsibilities compared to your 16 to 17.
Yeah, no correct.
It's mostly and 2 of your 21. For 21, over rented dying, over to mortgage, who 16, 17, no 2 parents.
Yeah, we're dependent. Who depend on?
Yes.
Okay.
So on that basis, you can't compare your living standard with the minimum wage. I will say,
okay.
It is one with differences. You have to do a it's almost the same, but there is a difference. In Usha, from 1st of April 2024, almost say Ushema, the national living wage, in terms of individuals over 21, cost 11. And we are for individual 18 to 20. Also, no, we the enemy cost £8.60.
Okay.
And we are individual for 16 to 17 age group and apprentices now. We the no about £6.40. It is a ushama once say employer tria obi the minimum the wages or the salary at the end of the month. The age accounted.
Okay.
Because especially the man notice about NHS senior once I nothing no more band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Based on your experience and your age, you end up more money as you go higher.
Okay.
And that's how the national minimum wage, assess based on your age bracket to determine, say, this is what you have to earn based on your age and based on your experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and now they are bringing it up every year. Be almost a bar. Every year, be a minimum living wage and minimum wage, national minimum wage and national living wage, about every year, every April, until the current one now, on the 1st of April 2024, and determines will be over 21 will enjoy. I think I will figure £10.
Yeah, and the minimum wage, £10.43.
Yes, from 1st of April 2024, the cost of £11.44. Based on age over 21, and 18 to 20, £8.60, and 16 to 17, which is £6.40. Yo.
Right, but like I said, now it's a minimum wage, national minimum.
Yes.
But you are talking of the living wage. I think say no, which is a difference one.
Okay, living a year. But send me church on it's almost the same, but the terms are more useful.
All right.
And know what implications on whichever the employer no person will use.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Yeah.
You at here for the lawyer. And then employment law for 2024, anticipating changes. And society be a share nimu say ebeba 2024 in the area of employment law. You know na lawyer ebobo so nti senior de be no question be a we can wait me afre now obisa the numbers at the top of your screen, but UTN radio no so the number is 0208 133 5876. That is 0208 133 5876. And now bet me type your question Facebook comment section. Any legal question be I will be an bet me type about na lawyer how be ya no amount. I may be some questions in the brave, but so also will be a bit in the your lawyer and to us.
Yo, me that say. Yeah, you do working time no and carers leave and flexible working. UK Imran no employment section no. Yeah, not changes be and they do it to suit each and every one. Otherwise, and yes, Equality Act play a part in it by creating you are discriminating and that kind of thing. Into Ushema working time, no, see, beginning from 1st of April 2024, no. Mostly when it comes to employment issues, we are if we financial year, many will obey financial year, say, and I'm body year KB. Yeah, into mostly changes need be free on the month. Because the mission my am before say, I buy no so no, the financial year, no share free 6th of April to 5th of April every year.
Yeah.
Accountant. Into ama when it comes to certain because employers will know they consider that thing. Into also from 1st of April 2024 now for those working irregular hours or part of a year, rolled up holiday pay will be permitted for any leave years starting on or after this date.
Okay.
And a 12.7% accrual method for calculating holiday pay will apply. DJ Kevin, can you maybe say now if I were going to be BRC?
Yeah, but yeah, a tearful be no be soon.
For the benefit of yeah. When it comes to holidays, new Emrano and I said new changes are urban. I say allow in terms of working times, carry forward to accrue then I say for now. Because if you have employers back at you say no. Year near and the one for holidays are shame. The 30 bitten
Yeah.
But Imrano, I'm making a bit of flexible way. Ubet carry no. If I can say they rolled up holiday pay. Ubet media next year. Yo, another one, so carers leave expected to apply starting on the 6th of April 2024. Employees will have the day one right to 1 week of unpaid leave, which can be taken in one go or over a number of full or half days in a 12-month period for the purposes of providing or arranging care for a dependent with a long-term care need. Employees are protected from suffering deterrent or dismissal because they have or look to take the leave. Request for leave must be provided in writing, giving a minimum level of notice, and there are limited provisions for employers postponing the time off. When you know a new base of the law modi about bishim because who are dependent na sebe or a yare for now say we take care of the person. do baby an employers now a bit straight and stiff say or prima won't take time off for that. But Yamiada Ruma up and coming law no anyway about Bishima or say a bit take effect on the 6th of April 2024 on the basis employer na employee in be request visa no. And yes, but you have to grant the person that carers leave.
Okay.
If it's unpaid, you have to do it. Because one year, only parliament to be the work of employment tribunal and say what breaching the carers leave Abana introduced taking effect on the 6th of April 2024. But all these things, Mr. Emowe employer, you're very, very careful about some things because Imranichi Wacho. And I don't think you just waste your time and money in tribunal fighting for Nyoma Bianca, ultimately to 2 years, Anka M. Massa. Yo, Yensan share the flexible working. The right to request flexible working will become a day one right. Example, that is moving the 26-week services requirement for requests made on or after 6th of April 2024. In the 6th of April, no, flexible working and also take effect. Although but I didn't say ubenya say I want a flexible working. This change to flexible working is in addition to those previously announced. And I make kind of say allowing workers to make 2 requests in any 12 months period, up from 12 months in acquiring 2 requests. Say open flexible working free or employer requiring a response within 2 months, down from 3. The first now, 3 months now, or employer beg it back to you. Almost say they are shifting down to 2 months. Within 2 months now, or say almost 40 BB out amount. Removing the need for employees to explain in their application the effect of their request and the new requirement on employers to consult before rejecting a request. Further regulations will be needed to confirm a commencement date of these. Although for alignment, it is now likely to also be 6th of April, a couple of months earlier than suggested. During 6th of April, and also flexible working, it take effect, but this time, in Shakraya 1 or 2 be ABBA. In such a way, very, very careful. Say, be busa, at least, or say, Brani say, out of the 12 months, financial year, at least, busa twice. These are the changes, yesterday. Your redundancy protection. Well, covered by now, people were laid off, a whole lot of job becomes standstill and that kind of thing. From 6th of April, now see extended statutory protection for those on maternity, adoption, or shared parental leave in a redundancy situation will apply. The law currently provides priority for these groups for suitable alternative employment whilst they are on the relevant family leave. Whilst there are some nuances in between the different types of leave, the new protection, assuming approval drafted, essentially extended the period of protection to 18 months after child is born or placed for adoption. Or statutory leave, but depending on how our company are laying policies in terms of say over a year no share the number of services are why more for them to pay or a private statutory leave.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that thing, a year na shift kakra eko obeka cho say mean to mean call for the government one. And the government one is there for each and everyone as long as you contributed towards your national insurance.
Okay.
That's another thing. But such changes, that will make sure say it protects this kind of or maternity leave, adoption, or shared parental leave. Is there say paternity leave or anamibo?
I hope.
Aha.
Remember, so you can be.
That's it.
Shared parental responsibility, parental leave.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, sir, question we. Whether Sansan, I'm saying time on it's about the the income requirement for skilled worker route, extension. You say, or see what they say, there's this 29,000. Can you clarify? Because I think, sir, we talked, say, to go to some 30, is it 38 or 39 something? And
38,700.
And I feel almost say, best started with 29 and sana. Lawyer, what my church more?
And only the minimum income normally required to sponsor someone for a spouse or partner visa.
Okay.
Now we know or expective or person what the health one is another day because there are two skilled worker one or and now way the market say normal spousal visa no into which of
skilled worker is what you
okay. And you say the baseline minimum salary to be sponsored for a skilled worker visa will rise from 26,200 to 38,700.
And they said that 26 and I started.
What maybe? As of 21st of December, interior changes na besa happen.
Okay. All right.
Into our purchase skilled worker for no or more income no. So person of this skilled worker eba. I was say employer no entry worker 26,200 per annum.
Wow.
They say but I see a back cost 38,700.
Wow.
But not for the health and care worker.
Okay.
It's just a skilled
worker. Okay. Wow.
It is a whole employer will be not fully under the skilled worker. Making sure say coming April born there be spring 2024 no. We'll be increasing the pay no after 38,700. But it's I can see say changes better. Definitely.
Wow.
Because Sana spousal one changes by year shifted by below 29 no. I call 29 no. So in the eyes of skilled worker, but I know said thank you. I know said definitely they will raise that issue.
Okay. Yo, that's a lawyer. We have 5 minutes until the Akano.
The Akan is almost done. I think predictable contracts and harassment. Because I have harassment, what you remember that automatic team, you may be a changes aba.
Okay.
Then I say for because Ushema, there are so many things a Jumamu side, create issues, we are harassing me, we discriminating and as for because I say the Worker Protection Amendment of Equality Act 2010, Act 2023, which places a duty on employers to take reasonable steps to avoid discrimination in the workplace and the power for tribunals to uplift compensation by 25% where an employer fails in this duty is expected to come force in October 2024. In the Ushema, there are so many changes coming on board in the employment sector. No? But for now, no, my team abobobo so. As to how our detail nibebano, yen trying to my bit take effect. Mostly it be you can say April more, 1st and
Okay.
6th April more. That's what I can say is we need to catch up and see as a bar, because a bar are not detailed things, no, if follow am I much about what they're saying. Because me come back could be you won't believe. Yeah, what tips? Wouldn't say what tips emrawo.
Yeah, we need kakra say even if we jumamu no say
Oh no, but me can't you say the employment allocation of tips Act 2023, placing a duty on employers to ensure that tips are allocated fairly to workers is expected to come into effect in May 2024. Once I do a be an employer say, oh, who the man who say why you do my point intimate po, member bonus is near that day.
okay.
Man say, oh, ye be bisa as employer now why any failure what breaching brand under the Employment Allocation of Tips Act 2023. That change is taking effect May 2024. The employer be a typical employee be no, and you're very careful in a nice way. Other employee be finding out that obey me at the NACO employment tribunal.
I said ja no be jai na we dey say me tipo na mama inducement na me be nyama na dia say ne
Mami for final one, predictable contracts.
Okay.
The Worker Predictable Terms and Conditions Act 2023 is expected to come into effect in September 2024. The legislation allows workers and agency workers the right to request up to 2 times in a 12-month period a predictable working pattern in certain circumstances. It is anticipated that there will be a minimum service requirement of 26 weeks, and applications can be rejected on statutory grounds. As with other statutory rights, workers will be protected from suffering deterrence because they have made an application and will have recourse with employers have failed to follow the appropriate procedure. A consultation on the accompanying statutory code of practice is expected in advance. Predictable contracts. So say the way employment law in economy is going to be mimishema any favorable to the employers. Because there are so many things is coming in favor of the employee. But anyway, DJ KB, fancy Hanomosena Okano. But almost when they expected this, as time goes on, about in details made the betuja ama a tier for or more a year Juma UK in an Yo, DJ KB made us say, send us one story more. Am I a
Yo, made us say, Lawyer Francis, I mean, Shroud. I never break church our platform and I'm sure no I busy. I Jamunina, so I and now obisu of our foot too. I changes now. We so can't say, Ubeso it be in tem.
Yeah,
I now Mao Ghana, the memu. Okay, now the cartoon we say the mom. Or so I was sending a unique bremy. I stay success story. No, you want to me as a lawyer. I be saying Yamia next week. So you better on chain. A tip for Wisemart for more contact information and good screen. So no, or more war. The print house. This is Unit 8. The print house. Mami fa Emra Hadwin. Okay. Yes, the Unit 8, the print house, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, London, E8 3 Delta Lima. That is Unit 8, the print house, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, London, Echo 8 3 Delta Lima. Our main office number is on your screen. It is 0208 016 5384. That is 0208 016 5384. Lawyer Francis, the number say opeso offer or no directly on the number let me put it on your screen as well. That is 07946 772 439. Lawyer Francis, the number 07946 772 439. And our emergency number, that is 24/7 number, 07931 411 042. That is 07931 411 042. From on these numbers I'll be now na among a beb one. Wisemart for the bar and kratasema. They are number 1. TBT some of their messages before I take leave of you. This is DJ KB Top Online Radio UK in Pacho. Your mobile app, so I won't download it. Please do well. Go to our website, toponlinestation.com, and in the towards the bottom of the page you can download our free radio app. And now it's called the Play Store or the App Store, and just search for Top Online Radio UK. I bet you some information, some message from Wisemart before I take leave of you. Don't go away.
Ghana for our butcher, ya say then, Kenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, potokas emu, yakase a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for. So what's na hache? Ombeboa ma wonsaka won krata. Na so we de dron so a eyo mokokokra. Eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia. Omudi mu akotene pa. Omo wo mre di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67 76 149 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahini fuchiniye ebidi de biye.
For more Ghanaian content.
who is going to do my account and tax returns for me, cry?
Certified accountant. Certified accountant. Certified accountant.
They will help you with your account and tax returns.
Are you a minicab driver, hairdresser, shop owner, or self-employed? Certified accountant. And I was working with Chapman. And then we say when you will be a wabri accounts and tax returns more. Now bansa so more. Now who yacho? It didn't make for certified accountant. And the Yamawo. F accounts and tax return. Company accounts, bookkeeping, payroll services, charity accounts, and gift aid claim. As of for what 20 of money certified accountants, self tax planning, business advice, company registration, and many more. And if you company or Chiwakasa, now what the hotel babro, what is the Capudio Babro no Bushia, certified accountant. Say about transfer from the dia. What to the construction workers, agency workers, relief security workers, bank nursing staff, and then one we are our temporary workplaces in India. Frano, no one is a Capudio Mamma. But the other day, say HMRC4 at the Cabra, what me wow, it came, and yes, as well, what is so cry.
Address 335 to 351 Raynham Road South, Dagenham, RM10 8QR.
Telephone 0208 226 4933. Mobile 079 568 045 17. Certified accountant. Me humba me ho atwa me. Mudi mpuntio aba maduma yi.
Ghana for our butcher, ya say then, Kenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, poto casemu, yakase a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could dine one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for. So what's na hache? Bua ma nsaka won krata. Na so we de adron so a eyo mo kokokra. Eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia. Di mu akotene pa. Wo mre di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67 76 149 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. I ni fuchiniye ebidi de BH.
Greatest hits of all time. Top